Hi, I'm best-selling author Rhonda Duffy, and I'm talking to you today from a book that I wrote called Avoiding Buyer's Remorse. This book is especially for home buyers, but many home sellers tell me that they get a lot from it as well. But today I want to talk to you about agency and what that means inside the purchase and sell agreement that we use to represent buyers and sellers every day in transactions in real estate. You know, the first part of the buyer relationship or the brokerage relationship states that there's no agency relationship, and this is part of the contract that's checked. And what that means, specifically reading from the contract itself, is that a buyer and seller acknowledges that if they are not represented by a broker, they are each solely responsible for protecting their own interest, and that the broker's role is limited to performing ministerial acts for their party. That just means passing along the papers. That doesn't mean giving any advice, doing any diligence, no investigation, and no confidentiality. Everything's out on the table for whoever wants to take it and use it to negotiate the best terms and deals. Number two, the next part of the brokerage relationship, what is the relationship to the party inside the contract, is that the listing broker. And if you are looking at a house that's inside the multiple listing service, the listing broker exclusively represents the seller, period. Everything inside the multiple listing service is already established as an exclusive listing relationship. So that means the broker working with the seller is identified on the signature page as listing broker, and that the broker is representing the seller. And number three represents the selling broker, and it says that the buyers are working with that broker, the selling broker. So that means that they are in a confidentiality relationship, and that anything that's told or said or devised or prepared or investigated is done on behalf of the buyer, and the confidentiality remains. The broker is representing seller, is identified on the signature page as a selling broker, and or the broker is not representing the buyer. So there could be a transaction relationship as well. I hope this has been helpful, and if you need more information, please visit more videos at tipsandformsforbuyers.com. tipsandformsforbuyers.com.